You can just get out there and go for a long time, and it's all gorgeous.
I ran no miles this morning.
Good.
You got 6, though.
Good. I did.
So you did 3 for me. Okay.
I did 4, you did 2.
Fair enough. Okay. And you and I were talking before, Billy. I'm from Yelm, believe it or not, which I'm sure. I know.
What?
I know, right? You still want to do this?
Who's from Yelm?
You got one guy here.
Okay.
But
What's Yelm?
it's you want to describe Yelm?
Well, it's a little bit weirder than being from Puyallup.
I think it's a heck of a lot weirder than being from Puyallup. It's a farm town. I grew up in a farm town. It's like you picture you got Seattle, you got Olympia, then you got Yelm.
Love it.
Simple as that. So we got that out of the way. But like me, being from Yelm, the Mecca, you used to come not necessarily here, but you'd go do like the things on the lake. You'd be part of Seafair.
It was always a big challenge every summer to find out who was going to have any boat available to go out in the water and watch the hydro races. Yeah.
And so, you have any favorite memories from back then?
Well,
put it this way: any that you can remember, because if it was much like my young adulthood,
you know what happens when you go out on the boat. You go out on the boat and you watch the races, and some things happen. Yeah.
Sounds great.
It's the way to do things. Okay, so let's get to some more business, then we'll try to have a little bit of fun. Yeah. Zoo is in its 3rd season, is that correct?
3rd. Yep.
So what's happening now? Well, what can you tell us?
3rd season is wild and crazy. It's a 10-year time jump. We are trying to save the world from these hybrid animals, these lab-made animals like Jurassic Park, and lots of crazy stuff. But really what's happening is we're having a lot of fun, man. We're enjoying making the show, and God bless.
Seems like you guys actually get along.
I'm
setting the stage for an awkward answer.
Well, no, that's an argument that actually can't be disputed. I mean, the cast and the rest of the crew, as a matter of fact, we actually have the best time you can possibly have making a TV show.
You like to hear that, because you can kind of get that vibe from watching certain shows, and you always wonder, but it's nice to hear that. Now, bear with me.
Shorter than you guys. I'm standing downhill.
Well, I'm actually 9'3".
I am usually tall, but you are very tall. Because
Well, that's what happens. You see, you're from Bellingham and I'm from Yelm. That's the problem. Right. We're very tall.
And they do in Yelm. They grow them big.
We're farm boys. That's the way it is. Yeah. All right. So I have a quick. This is just a little quiz. We'll pretend that I didn't write these questions because they're really bad.
Okay.
So what I'll have you do is I'll ask the question. The first one's a test. You just answer, but just. I don't know, I guess say James or Billy, raise your hand, then you get to answer.
Great.
It's really not that serious. You don't win anything.
Great.
Nothing.
Great.
I almost brought a 6-pack, but there weren't any left.
Okay.
So no more. All right, so here's the first question.
We'll make our own prizes. Go ahead.
The first question is, what college is located in Bellingham? So practice ringing it, James, and then you go.
Boom.
Well, you want to do it?
Wait,
it was for him to do it.
Wait, didn't you say we're supposed to ring something?
You are, but you can do it.
University of Washington?
Holy Lord. You brought this guy?
It's called Western Washington University. They are the Vikings. They were right across the street from my high school, which is Seaholm High School.
Not only did you pick the wrong college, but you also picked my college rival, so thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
I know.
You know?
I know it. All right, here's a real one. I know.
I was so confident.
Yeah, you went right for the buzz.
I got a buddy from Bellingham. I thought I knew.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So let me ask one you can both answer. This one is probably pretty easy for you. What body of water do the hydroplanes race on? Is it Puget Sound, Green Lake, or Lake Washington? Is that your buzz? Are you trying?
Lake Washington.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
baby.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yes.
Okay. Now this is a chance for me to promote where I'm from. Which hometown, yours or mine, Bellingham or Yelm, is closer to Seattle by mileage?
I have no idea.
Well, you got to guess. It's a game show.
Wait, you want me to guess the mileage?
No, just which one's closer?
Yelm's got to be further away.
Yeah, Yelm is further. It's Bellingham.
What do you want to bet on that?
Yelm's not closer, is it?
It is. Really? Yeah, 88 miles for Bellingham, 66 for Yelm.
Wow.
Okay, it hurts. It hurts. It's just the honest truth. Is James more team Edward or Jacob?
Shut up, man.
Honest to God, when I wrote that question, I was like, I asked my wife, can I write that? She's like, I don't think you should. I don't think you should.
First of all, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Less idea, but I just like that the answer was shut up.
Actually, that is the correct answer. I just checked. So, way to go. Okay. Who is the greatest TV bad guy of all time? Al Swearingen from Deadwood, Ramsay Bolton from Game of Thrones, Mr. Roper, because the theme song to the Ropers was awful. I mean, it was. You guys ever watch the theme song to the Ropers? No. It's terrible. Or Gary Matheson, season 2, 24.
Wow.
Am I going to buzz in?
I'm blown away. Billy, you take this.
Well, if you said Gary Matheson, it would be great. But if I say it, it doesn't really.
He played Gary Matheson.
Familiar with your body of work. Sure.
Okay. You got Lake Washington right, but you got UW wrong, and you're doing okay. You're doing okay. Last one, I promise.
I love this quiz. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you can tell a real pro wrote this, right? All right, last one. Why are people from Washington better at drinking beer than people from Michigan?
That's
science.
You're leading the witness.
No, look,
That's not even a real
if you read
question.
the answer, it says it's science.
It's science. Who?
I'm not making that up. You see it, right? It's science.
I mean, yeah, but who wrote the answer?
Classified.
What is the when you were growing up? What was the local Michigan beer? What's the?
Honestly, we were big like Coors Light, Bud Light, but the local one we would do like Bell's. Bell's was a big beer from Michigan, still is. Bell's is awesome. Bell's Oberon.
And this is directed towards you. What's the local beer here that we grew up with? Do it right.
Okay. The local beer for me actually switched a little bit. I used to do like a Manny's, or I used to do like a Mac and Jack's, or I used to do something like that. I did. I've actually gone over to Ellensburg now.
Older school.
Now, older school? It's got to be Rainier. Yep. It's got to be Rainier. The Ron, yeah. In fact,
I'm gonna try one tonight. Sounds good.
well, I mean, it's classy. You know, what do they call it? What's the champagne of beers? It's almost that good, but not quite.
Yeah.
We called it Vitamin R. That's what it was.
Well, I almost went Olympia because I used to drink Olympia. I had the grenades. Remember the grenades? Like the little 11-ounce bottle? Anyways, yeah. Anyhow. Okay, back to business.
Yeah.
Thank you for my self-serving quiz. Yeah. Grand Marshal, you guys are going to be on our show here momentarily. Figure it about 7 o'clock or so. Yep. You'll be in probably some kind of fancy car. You have any idea?
I think it's a Corvette.
I was hoping it was like an 85 CRX or something, but...
I think we're in a straight-up Corvette, man.
No Lambo?
I don't know why I think that's funny, but it's awesome.
I think this might be an inside joke, but I like it. I like it. All right, and Zoo, third season, Thursdays at 10. James Wolk, Billy Burke. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I really hope you enjoy your time here.
Thanks, man.
And, you know, if you ever want to drink as many Rainiers as you can get your hands on and take back to Michigan,
Yeah.
not a bad idea.
Love it.
All right,
it.
boys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Enjoy the time. We'll see you live here again at 5 and at 6 and then at 7, and the parade starts at 8. Enjoy your night.